There is a third meaning of Corona as a musical term. This stands for the pedal point. What's the pedal point? Pedal, not the piano pedal, but the organ pedal. Imagine the organ and one of the feet are playing one tone constantly, a long tone. And above this tone, there are many different harmonies causing some dissonances sometimes and creating much tensions in the fight against this stable tone in the bass. This is the phenomenon of Corona in this sense. A very, very exciting tool for harmonical developments. There is a very renowned example in the literature in Beethoven's sonatas. There's the Sonata Pastorale, and there you have exactly such an example. In the bass, just one tone. It's not kept, but it's repeatedly played, and above this you will listen to a wonderful calm melody, which is emphasized in this calm atmosphere through the permanent sounding of the same bass tone. You have heard always the same tone in the bass. Before in the lower region and then one octave higher, but always the same tone. There is a similar example, a very good one from another period. Claude Debussy used at the beginning of his piano piece Doctor Gradus ad Parnassum from the cycle Children's Corner, a very typical pedal point, Corona, doing in the bass one tone and having different harmonies in the right hand. Yeah, very, very typical. Bass tone. And I will give you a last example, which is for me maybe one of the most impressive ones. This is the beginning of the first symphony of Johannes Brahms. Now the pedal point is played by the timpani, boom, 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 insisting always on the same tone. And the full orchestra is creating different harmonies above this single tone in the timpani, which is also supported by the French horns on the lying tone, the same one, Orgelpunkt in German, Corona, pedal point, and also the double basses from the strings are also supporting the timpani. Here you can see the full scores. It's the first edition ever of Brahms' first symphony. You know, the upper section is the wind section, then there's a brass section, then the timpani, and then following the strings. Isn't that great? This tension which is created by this corona, by this pedal point. But what has the Brahms symphony to do with Beethoven? Quite much, because there was a very close connection between Brahms and Beethoven. He felt to be a sort of follower of Beethoven, but he was very, very much respectful towards Beethoven and his symphonies. And so he didn't dare to publish his first symphony, and this was the first symphony, till he was 43, a very renowned composer already, but he has waited that long because he always worked on this symphony 14 years long. But finally, he succeeded to create a wonderful new artwork of symphony, and the famous conductor Hans von Bülow called this first symphony of Johannes Brahms to be the 10th symphony of Beethoven. So I think Brahms was satisfied. This was our way from Corona and Beethoven to Debussy and Brahms. I hope you have enjoyed. Take care. Best wishes. See you next time.